Hello, guys, and welcome back to Hot Topics with Jaden O'Neal. Woo! I need to get like some clappers or something, to be like. How's everybody doing tonight? We are back, and when I tell you this trial, the trial of the century, that's what I think it is. I feel like it's the trial of like that will not stop. It just keeps giving you detail after detail after detail after detail, and some of it is just a little bit too much. But some of my friends have been vindicated, and they're not truly a part of what's happening in the case and just a named person. But we'll get to that a little later on. So today, the defense got to cross-examine Cassie Ventura, and they basically dwelled into her relationship with Diddy and how basically their angle from what we're seeing is her being a co-conspirator with him. Like, she was in cahoots with him. She was in love with him. She wanted to be with him. Therefore, she was doing any and everything to still be with him because she wanted to be with him. She was in love. And I think we've all been there at one point. Like, we've all been in love with someone. And we've done things that personally we may not have wanted to do. Love isn't like a black and white thing. It's gray. So much gray matter is in, the realm of it, just because it deals with your emotions and your heart. And sometimes you cannot think rationally when you're in love. And it's coming more and more across that Cassie was in love with Sean Diddy Combs. And she may have been a part of this master plan of lust. That's what I'm going to call it, lust. Because that's all it is at the end of the day. Like, these people didn't love each other. Like, it wasn't, the people that they were with did not love each other. Now, did Diddy love Cassie and Cassie love Diddy? Perhaps, but that's different, baby. So, just to let you guys know in advance, this video will be short. Because when I tell you, I've been on my hands and knees all day today at work doing things that I never thought that I would do. I felt like I was in a freak off with Cassie. Like, my God, I've been down here too long. My knees hurt. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. Oh, okay. Y'all bear with me. I'm tired and delusional. Okay. And all this is what's coming from out of the court records of the trial. Okay. So today the defense went over with Cassie with her text messages to Diddy and his responses, her responses. It basically came off as a lovesick puppy or someone who's in love with someone. Oh, I'm so horny right now. I want to be so nasty with you. I want you to come more than you ever come before. Is this a romantic novel? Like, what am I listening? What? Okay. So they basically went over that. And I think what the defense is trying to imply is that Cassie was involved in all of this. She was in love. She wanted to be with Diddy. So whatever Diddy said, she did. And I don't know how this is going to come across to the jurors. or even to the public, because even now the public is kind of like, at one point they were on Cassie's side, and it was like, oh, she's just a victim, she didn't know, and all this other stuff, and she was just involved in blah blah blah. Now people are starting to realize that no, she wanted to be with him. It's kind of like, you know, when like your girlfriend or like one of your good friends, like it could be a male friend or a girlfriend, gets involved with someone that you know is bad, but because they have this power, like let's say like they're dealing with the local party promoter, or they're dealing with the local rap star or artist or music star that's there, or they're dealing with the a drug kingpin that's in the area or something like that, right? You know it's bad. You tell them it's bad. They still go ahead with it because they fall for the person. It's the power. It's the money. It's the wealth. It's the notoriety. It's the, oh, now I'm that girl or I'm that boy because I'm with this person. So all that comes into play. You know what I mean? Like people keep saying, oh, she should have left. She should have. You got to understand, who else would she date or be with that was bigger than Diddy in the early 2000s, late 2010s? Who's gonna be with? Kanye? Jay-Z? He already taken. So it's like, who? Come on now, people. Who? I sound like an owl. Who? 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 Let's all make it make sense. You know what I mean? Okay. But they were really delving into that and trying to make her come off as basically like she was compliant in being a part of the freak offs and being a part of his life and his lifestyle that came with it. Um, they also delved into her dating history, where when she was 19, she was dating Ryan Leslie, who was 10 years older than her at the time. 3 years into her relationship with Ryan Leslie, which is a prominent figure in the entertainment industry. He's a producer, a songwriter, and a singer. He had an album or two out, I think, like in the late 2010s, maybe the late 2000s, somewhere around there. Um, and I know the name Ryan Leslie, like outside of Cassie and Diddy. He was pretty popular for a brief moment in time. I think he more so faded back into the background, like I'm just going to produce and I'm going to songwrite and everything of that nature, than be in the forefront. Or it could be that Diddy shelved him. Cause wasn't he a part of Diddy's? While we're talking, I'm gonna look that up. But I believe he was a part of Diddy's. Or not Diddy's. He was a part of Bad Boy. Um, if I'm not mistaken. So he was. Let me see. He was. So just to do a little background on Ryan. Ryan has produced and written songs for Beyonce, Britney Spears, Chris Brown, Diddy, of course, Fabulous, LL Cool J, Kanye West, and Usher, among an assortment of others. So he's 46. He was born in Richmond, Virginia. Oh, okay. I was in Richmond for a while for school. Okay. Oh, he was a part of the Hitmen. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah. So he worked on various Bad Boy records. So he was, it's not really saying if he was signed to Bad Boy, but Yeah, he released his album in 2009. So, he's a pretty big, he's prominent in the music industry, to say the least. You know what I mean? But I get it. I get it. He was definitely linked to Diddy at the time. So it wasn't like him and Diddy didn't work together. He was linked to him. And that is basically what took place and why him and Diddy and Cassie end up intertwining. It was a joint venture with a subsidiary of Bad Boy, which is Next Selection Records. And that's how Diddy, Cassie, Ryan Leslie crossed paths. So basically what they were trying to imply during that time frame was that she likes older men. Like, she was basically 19 when she met Ryan, or started officially dating Ryan. He was 10 years older than her at that time. So, a 29-year-old. Okay. Is it older? Yes. Have I known people who were 19, 18, dating 27, 28-year-olds? Yes. Like, have we not all been to college at one time? Have we not been to college, people? No? We haven't been to college? Okay. Just want to make sure that we're all here on the same page here. Because you know and I know. And you know some friends that have known. Okay? We all dated older. Like, it wasn't like I'm a freshman dating a freshman. We were freshmen trying to date the grad students, the doctorate students, okay? And they were definitely a lot older than we were, okay? So also today came a thing where the judge was a little upset with the defense team, and he was like, I want Cassie to be done by tomorrow. Because they feel like they're starting to drag on. They're asking questions that are not very relevant to the actual case. I feel like they're trying to depict her to be compliant to what was happening, but it's more so being compliant to the domestic violence. Like, this case, the first 4 days have been a lot about domestic violence, not really about the racketeering, the arson, all these other things that are being, charged against Sean Combs at the time. Well, at this time. And it's kind of like okay, where are we going with this? Because the prosecution isn't really giving us where we need to lead with this. The defense is kind of like falling back, I think, because the prosecution isn't going for the juggler to be like, he did this, he did that, he made her do this. It's more of like well, him and Cassie had this relationship and they wanted to do this and I want to be with you and I love you and blah, blah, blah. And how can we all just make this? Like, okay, we need to get to the meat and the potatoes of this, okay? It's boring me now. How many times can we talk about a freak off? It is what it is at this point. They were swingers, they were freaks, they were freaking over people, they were hiring escorts. Okay. What else? What else do we have? Okay? Like, what else do we have here? Like, what else is going to tell us about the stuff that he's actually being charged with? Because right now, all I see is domestic violence. And I'm like, okay, I see it. I get it. So they did say, oh my gosh. I'm telling y'all, today has drained me. When I mean drained me, okay? Like, I am tired, okay? I have one more day left. I'm trying to hold on because tomorrow I will be on TGIIF on the Tracy Brown Show channel. So make sure you catch me over there. We normally go live somewhere between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock Friday nights over there on her channel. And I will mention her again. So if I get permission to link her channel, then I will definitely put it down there, down in the description, or in the comments. So just be on the lookout for that, okay? So a couple of things that did go on, that they were talking about with the Cassie text messages and everything of that nature. And it was going back and forth about how much she loved him and everything of that. At one point, she was telling him basically that I love you, but I need to feel safe. I need to feel at peace with you in order to open up sexually in these other avenues that we're having. And I take that as a very prominent statement that a lot of people, like a lot of guys, may not recognize that women are very emotional, in tune with things. So if their emotion is not there, or they don't mentally connect with you in whatever way it is, physically they're not going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, I remember, like, I was talking to someone a long time ago, and they were just like, I was with this guy, and he was doing everything to me sexually that was so great. So, like I loved every bit of it, but I just could not finish for whatever reason. And it was because she didn't have an emotional connection with the person. She didn't feel safe. She didn't feel secure to be vulnerable. And her being vulnerable with that person would basically open herself up to being completely free. And that's even sexually. And I think guys should really listen to what Cassie had to say on the stand. Was like, well, in the text message, that I need to feel safe with you. I need to feel that we are one. I need to feel that we are connected on a different level. After all of this is happening in this bedroom of all this, at the end of the day, it's me and you against the world. And I definitely understand that. I get it. And I think that was like one of the most powerful statements that she kind of mentioned today, right? Now, a couple of things came out, earlier in the week. There were a bunch of name drops. Okay. A lot of celebrity name drops that came out prior to the trial starting. And one of the names was Michael B. Jordan. And everybody was like, oh my God, how was he involved? What did he do? Why? I just don't understand what he did. Was he a part of it? Apparently, him and Cassie may have had some type of encounter, right? And even in the cross-examination, they didn't even really go, oh my gosh, into detail about their actual relationship. It was just alluded that something transpired between them, and Diddy caught wind of it, and he had an issue. Now, according to Cassie, this may have been one of their many breaks that they had in between. But even though they were having breaks in a relationship, they were still continuing on in freak offs. Yeah, you heard me. Even though they were not together, they had broke up for whatever reason at that time frame, she was still going back to have freak offs, okay? Going back. to do it. I I just don't know. But yeah, my boy Michael B. Jordan was vindicated today. All he did was maybe have an encounter with Cassie, or maybe a semi relationship. They did not even go into full detail of, was this your boyfriend or was this like they did with Kid Cudi. So we'll see what tomorrow have to, what comes out tomorrow. Um, but as of right now, whoop, whoop. And another bombshell that came out today, guys, was the baby oil did not have, okay, did not have, did not have drugs in it. So this whole thing about them putting drugs in the baby oil apparently is a lie. It was all a lie, guys. The proof is right here. She's on stand telling you the freak offs did not involve baby oil. That was not drug. They was not laced with anything. Okay? It wasn't laced with nothing. Nothing at all. But, at the end of the day, this trial is still very, very poignant. We don't know where it's gonna go. We're still on the first week. We have about 7 more weeks to go. So we shall see what's gonna happen. I've been told that Dawn Richard from Danity Kane and Dirty Money will be testifying either late tomorrow or early Monday. They're still saying it's going to be tomorrow. Don't know. Cassie is still under cross at this point by the defense. So we don't know if they'll be completely done tomorrow with Cassie, or if they'll wrap up with Cassie and then start with Dawn either late tomorrow or early on Monday. But we shall see where this goes. This is a good story, okay? And this will probably be the last Diddy alert for the week. Unless something really, really comes out very, poignant for tomorrow, then I might do a little tidbit tomorrow. But today will probably be the last day of a Diddy alert for the week, and then we'll reconvene again on Monday. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that has watched me, commented, subscribed. Please, let's keep the ball rolling. We gotta keep it going. I'm trying to be up there with the greats, with the greats of YouTube. You know what I mean? I love a lot of people that do YouTube. I've been looking at them for years to be I wanna do this, I wanna do YouTube, but never had the courage, the guts, but I'm here now and I'm gonna do it. So I'm trying to keep it up. So support me, subscribe, comment, share, engage with me. Like I said in a couple of videos before, or the last video, I'm not sure. I want to go live one day. I want to have at least 5 people in there I can talk to that's going to converse with me, so we can have a little party. Okay? But I love it, and this is cheers to you. Okay? Hey.